Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So in this video we are going to discuss about the final layer of the OSI model or the open system interconnection model, which is the application layer. Okay, so as you can see, it is the seventh layer, the final layer of the open system interconnection model. So first let us discuss some basic things related to application layer. So the application layer is the topmost layer of the OSI model, and when there is a data flow from sender to receiver, there is a top to down approach. As you can see, there is a top to down approach from the sender's side, and then at the receiver side the application layer comes last, okay, in the direction of data flow. So the application layer, what it does, so it allows the user, okay, who is using this computer or device or node, be it a human being or any software, to access the network services. Okay, in order to log on to the network, the application layer provides services for any user to access, to log on, to connect to the network. Okay, so it provides user interfaces and support services. Now the various services that are provided by application layer, some examples are email, okay, the mail that we send electronically, remote file access and transfer. What it means is that when you search something, when you type something in a search engine, there are various search engines available. The moment you type something and search it, we are accessing a file, be it some information, numbers, alphabets, strings, audio, video, image, anything. Okay, when we are typing something on the internet and we are pressing the search button, it means the application layer, the topmost layer, helps in accessing that particular file from a remote host or server. Okay, the and other things are um, when we download or upload anything, we are either accessing the file from the remote host or server to our device, or we are sending some file from our device to the remote host or server. Okay, so that is the transfer of files. And then the other features or other services that are provided by the application layer is database management services, the various compilation, the structuring, the safekeeping of data, which is huge amount of data. Okay, huge amount uh, of data which is generated per day. It is managed, it is stored, and those services are provided by the application layer in terms of database management and other information technology services. So the common application services, the names of those application services are X.400, the message handling services, X.500, the directory services, the file transfer and access management, FTAM. Okay, so the message handling services help in email, sending of message, directory services help in database management, and the file transfer and access management, FTAM, helps in uh, access of remote files from remote host or sending files to a remote host. Okay, so this is how the data packet in the application layer looks like. So here again it consists of a header portion and a data bit. So here the H, it will not be called as H, it will be called as H7. Okay, I have by mistake I have forgot to write it that way. So it is actually H7. Okay, H stands for header and seventh because it is the seventh layer. So again I repeat, this will not be only H, it will be H7. Okay, so H7 because H stands for header, header portion of the data packet of the application layer, and 7 because it is the 7th layer of the application layer. Then the remaining is the data bits, the information, the portion of the data or information which is to be either accessed or it is transferred. And then we have the various application services. Okay, x.400 the message handling service, x.500 which is the directory service, and ftm which is the file transfer and access management. There are many other application services. These are just to name a few. And again, as it is the topmost layer of the OSI model, beyond that it is only the user. There is no layer above it. Application layer is the final. So above it there will only be the user, the computer, the smartphone, the mobile, the laptop, the desktop, whatever we are using, that. And below it is the presentation layer. So as there is a there is a two-way flow of data in the OSI model. Okay, as there is a two-way flow of data, as you can see, from up to down and from down to up. So therefore the arrowheads are in both directions depending on the direction of flow of data. So now the functions of the application layer. So the various functions, as I said, it is the network virtual terminal. So network virtual terminal is actually is that service of the application layer which allows a user to log on to a remote host or server. Okay, it's a network virtual terminal which allows any device, a computer, to access a remote host or server, which contains huge amount of data. So this computer is actually either uh, accessing some data from this server or it is sending some data to this remote host or server. So next is the file transfer access and management. Again, this file transfer access and management is again the same feature which I just said. Network virtual terminal allows the user to access the network, to log on to the network. File transfer access and management allows it to transfer files to this remote host or server, or to access some files from this remote host or server. So as I said, I gave the example that when you search something on the internet, on any search engine or anywhere, when you type something, the results that appear on your screen, the various results, search results, they're actually, you're accessing those data and information from a remote host or server. And when you download or upload something, you're actually either accessing the data or you're sending the data. Okay, when you type something, when you make any change in a in a website or anything, like in the internet, when you edit something, when you change something, when you write something, you are sending the data. So this is the two functions, network virtual terminal and file transfer access and management. Remaining services are the mail service, as I said, the electronic mail or email. Both storage, first is we have to send the mail, forward the mail, and then we have to store the mail. Okay, the email that we either receive or we send, or the portion that gets saved as draft. Okay, the not send once. So those three types of mails are stored. Okay, so it helps in email services. And then is the database management services, the directory services, which helps in the safekeeping and storage of the huge amount of data which is generated every day over the internet. The data can be numbers, alphabets, image, audio, video, anything. Huge amount of data is generated every day in the internet, and it is stored using database management and information technology services, which is provided by the directory services of the application layer. So here we have discussed some basic concepts related to application layer. So what we studied is that the application layer gives the user access to the network. Then it provides various services such as file transfer and access and management, database management, and mail services. And again, this portion, the header portion, is actually H7. Again, I am repeating, it is H7. 7 stands for the 7th layer because it is the 7th layer of the OSI model, and H stands for header. And this data bits is the data, the information portion of the data packet. So here we have discussed some basic concepts related to the application layer, which is the final layer of the OSI model. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe my channel Engineering Tutorial for more such videos related to electrical, electronics, instrumentation and communication engineering. Have a great day. Thank you very much.